last few days. I'm sure you would want to ask some questions related to that. And over to you. So, let me know what you would like to ask me. Any subject, whether what is important, not important, we did that session. And the previous day, also we had a very interesting session. So over to you. Let us start. I know it takes some time to get garma garam. So Krishna is already garam. Then when they finally at the end, as you all know, then there's 10 people asking questions and there is no time. So yesterday we said not important, important. A life can be ordinary or extraordinary. Should there be life have a purpose? Some gurus say it should be a circus. How can you measure your spiritual growth? We've got so many important subjects, but I don't want to waste your time. I want to start. Krishna. Krishna. Hello. Unmute Krishna. Is Krishna there? Otherwise, Anjali. Anjali? Yes. Krishna ready?
Guruji?
Yes, Anjali, start.
Guruji, you said that the thought that I am not this body, mind, ego, it frees you from suffering.
Yeah.
But how does it do that? It doesn't do that for me. I try to imagine myself as a huge, big, large sky. And
Because you have not realized it. That's why you're not free from it. Now, if you realize, suppose today you're driving a car, the car has an accident.
Yeah.
The car has an accident, nah?
Hmm.
You didn't have that. You don't have an accident. But some people, they have trauma if their car has an accident. And some people come out of the car and say, Prabhu, मैं बच गया प्रभु, मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ, गाड़ी को जो हुआ हुआ. You know, I have not told you all that story. Have I told you all that story? Rico, have I told the story of the man in the Ferrari? I've told the story. The man was driving a Ferrari car. And the man was driving the Ferrari car and bang! And as soon as they banged him, and they pulled him out of the Ferrari car, he said, where is my Rolex watch? My Rolex watch. Where is my laptop? Where is my expensive diamond-studded laptop? Oh, it was in the car, all in the car, in the Ferrari. And the Ferrari is on fire. And the guy who pulled him out tell him, hey, you fool. You bloody fool. You are asking about your Rolex watch and your laptop and your money in the briefcase and your Ferrari car. You are not, damn it, happy that your body is saved. You are saved. So, Anjali, are you getting the point? The story is very funny story. I found it very amusing, this story, when I heard the story. Because we are not the body. The body will have pain. But we should not suffer. When you know I am not this body, I will leave this body one day. I came 9 months before, the body came later. This realization will not let you associate the body pain to your suffering.
Okay, it's not happening as of now.
Yeah, because you have not yet got there. Now, let me tell you why it's not happening, okay?
Okay.
When I was not AiR,
Hmm.
I used to have fear, worry, stress, anxiety, depression, regret, shame, guilt, anger, hate, revenge, and jealousy. All.
Okay.
After I became AiR, I don't have any. Why? Why?
Okay.
Why? Tell me why.
Because you don't associate yourself with this, with your brain or body.
There's no association in this case. Association is only to do with the body. In this case, the one who's creating all this fear, worry, stress is the mind. I already killed the mind. Mind is not there to create fear, worry, stress, anxiety. Who gets angry? Anger, hate, revenge, and jealousy. The ego. I dropped the ego. I don't have it. Now, if you have not dropped the ego, Anjali, then will you have it or you will not have it?
Yes.
When will you lose it?
Upon realization.
Upon dropping the ego. Mind and ego you can drop. And body pain will come when the realization comes, I'm not this body. Now, is it easy to drop the mind and ego? Is it easy? Can you just drop it like you drop a ball?
No.
No, you can't drop it because it clings to you. The mind and the ego will cling to you. And because the mind and ego will cling to you, because of the clinging, there is suffering.
Yes.
Okay? So good music playing. I don't know who. Okay. So let us, some more questions. Please come back, Anjali, because I think your question is not fully answered. We will move to Krishna. And then Anjali, come back.
Yes, sir, Shivoham.
Bolo.
Yes, sir. Yesterday's was yet another very great lesson to keep us alert. Actually, the whole day, that thought, just like that story of your Guruji's whip and that being alert, हमको लगा कि is it important, is it not important? And, it keeps you, very, very alert in what we did the entire day, even without the book in hand. So, मेरा एक question है, see, sir, the most important we know it very clearly, but the slippery area is important stuff, it's very slippery. And while the end of the call, you said one more line, which, I need a little bit clarification on that, because you said too many important things also is very bad.
Yeah, because there's no time. If you have too many important things, then there's no time for most important.
No. So my question to you is, because इसमें that middle area में प्रारब्ध का खेल भी होता है ना, sir?
Let me explain this point to you. Is very important and in a very nice, in a very practical manner. Then you ask your question about this prarabdha matter. Okay. So in a business, it's very important for a business to think of strategy and planning. But when can a business think of strategy and planning? When is possible? The business can only think of all this strategy and planning when there's no firefighting. Firefighting means when all the time they are not going on having fire, what they call all fires, chote fires. This something happened, this officer came, this man left the job. So if there's too much of firefighting, then the business cannot do strategic planning or thinking. Are you getting my point, what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
So if you want to spend time in the most important in a business, the most important in business is planning and strategizing. But if you are very busy in important matters, then you do not have the most time for the most important. In business, they call it like this. You have too many urgent matters. You have too many urgent matters, and where is the time for important matters? There's no time for important matters because you're always fighting urgent matters. Now ask your question. Therefore, if you have too many things important in your life, I ask one very interesting question. One man told a life coach, "What, man? You don't understand. I have no time at all, yeah." Have I told you this story? He told the life coach, "You don't understand anything, yeah. I have no time at all, yeah." Then the life coach kept quiet, and the life coach came forward like this and said, "If your mother died, you have time to go to cemetery? If your mother died, you have time to go to cemetery?" He said, "How dare you ask such a question?" He said, "You said just not told you don't have time to breathe. You don't have time to breathe. Your mother dies, you have time to go to cemetery." It's not that you don't have time to breathe. You are not giving it importance. Suppose you come late for Zoom call. Is it because you have no time for Zoom call or you give less importance to Zoom call?
Yes.
Well, you give less importance. So if you give more importance to Zoom call, there are some people who come to Zoom call. You know what time? 7:55. They are already switched on. 7:57, 7:58, 7:59. I'm just giving you some practical examples. So what is most important? Prarabdh, what you said. What are you trying to ask about Prarabdh?
No, my question to you, because earlier calls में आपने बताया ना, I think Sukeshni was asking how to behave in the office. You said कोई भी call आएंगे तो आप सिर्फ मतलब I wanted to ask, in the given circumstances, can we convert the important into the most important?
What do you mean by converting important to most important? Tell me what you mean.
what we are doing, our daily जो हमारे करना पड़ता है ना, we know it is. Sir, can you hear me?
Did I lost you? Did you get me back?
No, I didn't hear you. Did you
Yeah.
say
So
something?
you are telling me, why would you want to make important into most important? Let me quickly explain. So since
See,
I find many of you liked yesterday's session. I have got many compliments. Many people have said it's a beautiful session. Let me explain to you. Wait. See, what is not important, you understand?
Not important
man-
and most importantly understood.
One man stopped me on the road. And that man asked me, I want to ask you a very important question. So I said, yes, what? He said, where did you buy this shirt from? I said, I don't know. Somebody bought it. He said, but can you please find out and tell me? I said, but why do you want to know? He said, because I'm thinking if I want to buy a shirt like this, then should I buy it? And where should I? Why am I wasting my time with that man who's asking me where I bought a shirt from? There are 1,000 things in this life which are not important. Please, 90% of the things in this world are not important. Please flush them out. Now, what is important? Keep them limited. Keep them limited, because if you have too many important things, then there's no time for the most important, because you have only 1440 minutes in a day. You know, when I had a problem, I had no time for the most important. You know what I did? Anybody knows what I did? Samatma, you know what I did? I used to sleep for 8 hours. I used to sleep for 480 minutes. I cut down 2 hours. From 8 hours, I made it 6 hours. Oh, it's not easy. Oh, it's not easy to cut sleep. I'm telling you, it's not easy. I love to sleep. Huh? Before Zoom call, sometimes I'm late because I'm taking a 2-minute nap to talk better to you. Because if I don't sleep the 2 minutes, then I can't be fresh to talk to you. So I'm just taking 2 minutes, I close my eyes. So cut down the important. Now, what is most important? I should tell you, or you know what is most important?
I know.
Everybody in this call knows. So what is our goal? Our goal to try and give maximum time for that. So now tell me, what is confusing? I think it's so clear, so clear.
It is very clear, sir. It's extremely clear. But what I wanted to ask was, can we achieve this purpose of most important? Matlab, the conscious realization of, say, or the truth of us, while we are playing the role in which we are born or which we are, trapped in.
Exactly. If you keep cutting the important and keep doing what, giving more time to most important, automatically you will do it. Automatically you will do it. What I told you yesterday was understand this. You tell me, I'm asking you a question. If you are caught too much in important matters, will you achieve the most important?
I won't.
Somebody told me, you know, how my mother, no, very important. I said, okay. Then my father, then my child. And then what happened? No, my mama, you know, mama, yeah, come on, mama, yeah. I know my chacha, you know, my chacha's mama's child was getting married, you know. I said, so how can you not go for chacha's mama's child's marriage? Yeah. How can you not go? And then what happens? What did I do, Krishna, to get most important? What did I do?
Sir, these unimportant things we have learned not to, many things
You
we
are
have.
not getting, you
But
you are making the unimportant things important. And you're making the important so important that there's no time for most important. Try to get to the point. We have to, you know, this subject of spirituality, you don't have to maybe spend as much time as I spend on it because I love it. For me, it's Ananda. It's Satchit Ananda. Somebody saw me having a shower in a pool. Somebody saw, I took a picture of having a shower in a beautiful pool. And somebody sent the message back, this looks like you are in Satchit Anand. Yeah, correct. Even when I'm in the pool and water's falling on my head, I'm in a state of complete consciousness. But if I have too many important things on my head, then what happens? Continue. I think, Krishna, you still have something to clarify. And luckily, there's nobody else waiting in the line. So please continue.
So my question was, if, for example, because you say even example in the office, if there is a fall, and I can think, no, I'm doing it as a divine instrument, holding on to, I can be in the office. No, that is what I wanted to clarify.
B. Sorry, someone just wanted to think so. B. But the point is that while you are in the office, the challenge is this, that you are not getting caught in samsara. If you are getting caught in samsara, there's a big problem. Krishna, I asked myself the question, why should I go to office? I asked myself the question, why should I do many more business? The problem is you're not asking these relevant questions. These questions are very important.
These questions are important, sir. I made, especially yesterday, I made the chart. I made the three things. Why I am going to office very clearly, because otherwise it will be from the fry pan to the fire. If I don't go to the office, then I'll be forced to do other things at home. So मुझे लगा कि office में I'm more getting silence and more to myself.
Then do it. But you're mixing the point. The point is,
the most important is nothing of all this. Yeah.
And if you want moksha, nirvana, liberation, your attention should be on the most important. What is important? See, for example, okay, Pinakshi, you're next. But since there are not too many people, you are giving Krishna liberty of the call. So, Krishna, why today I am not starting a business? I can start. I got offer to open India's biggest mall. Should I open? 25 years of experience. They're asking me to open a mall, India's biggest mall.
So that is what, sir, when I was in the prime of my, career, or the first, now I am 60. And this 60 years, I did not work because I was totally into spiritual activities. After 60, I've joined a job just because I want to get away from the other mundane, the work.
So in the job, you tell them how much of a salary you give me doesn't matter, but I will be in consciousness.
Yes, so it's not a big job, but I'm moving out from my home.
Good.
But still.
Good. I can't put myself in your shoes, but I'm only telling you one thing. Contemplate on this. Not important.
Yeah, what happened is today why I asked this question was there were, because I was totally alert and I was, there is times, you slip. Yes, sometimes it happens, which my ethical or moral things doesn't allow me to say yes to many things. So it happens. But now you're saying you must cut off from the entire world. That for us is a challenge.
Did I tell you should cut off from the entire world? Did I say this? Raji, I told like that, Raji, you should cut off from the entire world.
You did not say then, but how to be then with only the most important? Without
am I cutting off from all of you? Have I cut off from all of you, from the whole world? Have I cut off?
Oh, so you're a very fortunate person, sir. You have all the...
You also be. You also be same. Be same like me. Anybody can become AiR. Some people don't want to. Some want to be you. You want to be you. You don't want to be AiR. You want to be you. Then what can I do? Tell me. Anything I can do? No. You have to be.
On AiR only you want to be.
Then you can be. It's a choice. It's a choice. Meenakshi. Hello. Nobody's asking questions today. I'm giving Liberty so much time for one. Nobody wants to ask questions. Meenakshi.
Hi, sir. Shivoham.
Bolo.
Sir, I have two questions today. Like, first one is, sir, how to get out of this worldly competition which is all around us? Because wherever we go, we find the same thing: the competition in my office, in my home. Somebody is doing better than me.
You do one thing.
Somebody is.
You do one thing. You go out of your house, and there will be some cats and some dogs on the street. You start running race with them, and tell me who wins the race.
Obviously, they will.
Will you have some race with the cat and the dog and tell me who wins the race? Will you do it?
No,
Why you will not do it?
because comparison must be in the
No, because
comparables.
it is idiotic to do. Why am I क्यों कुत्ता बिल्ली के साथ में भागूं? पागल हूं मैं?
Okay.
Mad? Am I mad? मैं कुत्ता बिल्ली के. You think you're pagal to run with kutta billi, but you don't think you're pagal to run with competition with the world. Other people also kutta billi only. Think of them as kutta billi.
But so
Why should you compete?
the things we feel like, वो हमको ऐसा feel कराते हैं कि I am nothing, like I am nothing, कि I am you know, lower than them. So I think.
Which sport you follow?
Sorry?
Which sports? Hockey, cricket, football, which you follow?
Sports, I don't know. I am not at all
No game
interested.
at all. No game
No.
at all. What do you like? What's your
Cricket sometimes I do see.
So cricket, who won the World Cup last year and year before last and year before last and year before last and year before last? Does it matter?
No.
Nothing matters who won the World Cup. How does it matter? The minute you start competing, the ego is awakened. When the ego is awakened, who asked me the question? The first person who asked me, the ego, the moment, I think it was Anjali. The moment the ego is activated, you become miserable. Okay. Why should I be competitive? I'm not. Okay, I'll look at me. Am I competing myself with anybody? Anybody in the world?
No.
I don't think it's necessary to compete.
I know the answer, sir. Actually, the thing is, I know the answer, but when we apply it on practical scenario, na, so it happens like I feel like I'm or nothing. They get me feel like that way only, ki I am nothing, I am lower than them, I am not doing anything, and I'm living a boring life and all. So I think they see कि तुमको तो अब कुछ चाहिए ही नहीं जिंदगी में, तुम तो वैसा मोड़ पे जा चुकी हो.
No, I think that I think we have to give importance to what is important. Who was I was telling you all about what is important, not important. I'm remembering one very good. I have a very close friend of mine. His name is Kapil Sarin. He's in Singapore. Have I told you a story about Kapil Sarin? Have I told you all? Kapil Sarin was dealing Maruti dealer. He was a Maruti, real story, Maruti dealer. And he got All India prize. When he got All India prize, he was supposed to go and collect the award from Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi was going to come to give him the award. So what he said? He said, "Yes, sala politicians sabhi थोड़ी time पे आता है. ये तो हमेशा late आता है." So I told you all, sometimes you all don't give importance in being on time. I was telling you all, look at this example. And it relates to many of your questions. So he told, "थोड़ा coffee पी के जाते हैं." After having coffee, he was driving, he would be 5 minutes late. Only how many minutes late? Only 5 minutes late. That day, Rajiv Gandhi happened to arrive in the airport and he was 15 minutes before the schedule because of the function. He was 15 minutes earlier, so he was driving to the function. Obviously, police locked all the gates. Police closed all the gates. This Mr. Kapil Sarin was in the car waiting to go inside, and the auditorium got locked because Prime Minister entered. They locked the doors. And then Rajiv Gandhi calling Kapil Sarin, Rajiv Gandhi calling Kapil Sarin, Rajiv Gandhi calling Kapil Sarin. No show. Let us give importance to certain things. For example, you're saying I'm competing. You're saying I know the answer, but still you're not doing it. Because Kapil Sarin did not know that if he went 5 minutes late, Rajiv Gandhi, they would lock the door. Why should he go 10 minutes late for the show? Getting Maruti Award as the best dealer in India from Rajiv Gandhi, Prime Minister, is a small matter? Is it a small matter?
No.
It's a real story. This is not I'm giving the name as told by the person himself to me. He's a close friend of mine. So, my dear friends, let us give importance to, for example, your journey, not having competition, stilling the mind, reducing unimportant things. In this call, asking questions. It's so important. Many of you don't find it important to ask questions. How will you get answers? Even the Bible says, knock and it shall open. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. If you don't knock, how will the door open? You have one more question?
Okay. Yes, one more. So sometimes my mind plays trick with me. Like one of the thing recently I got is like I was feeling that my mind was telling me that you are too young to do all these things, spirituality and all. Then I shut the mind and I told that no, I'm doing the right thing and I am on the correct path. So is that the feeling is okay or not? Like I want to get the answer of this. Keep my mind is telling me again and again, no, this is not the time.
The mind is a rascal. Man sabse bada dushman. You are 27. Huh? 26.
28 will be in June.
The mind was telling this to 38-year-old girl. The mind is telling 38-year-old girl, that 38-year-old girl is coming and asking me, can I wait for a few years? Can I please wait for a few years and then I will? Even 38-year-old feeling she's too young for spirituality. You know, I was 16 years when I started my business. I never asked whether I was too young. I bought a car when I was 18 years old. I never asked I was too young. So, my dear friends, when I was 40, I shut down my business and I started spiritual life. I never asked if I was too young. I shut down. How I wish I was your age when I started. If I had been your age when I was enlightened, where I would have been today. So don't think like that, okay? Meenakshi
Thank
ke
you,
baad,
sir.
thank you. Sukeshni Rajendra Bharti Ramesh, she's here. Yes,
Good evening, sir.
yes.
This is related to yesterday's topic. So I was just discussing that I will prioritize my work. So something you had discussed and I didn't get the point. So since we are working and then home is there, so prioritizing my work so that I
So
give more.
Sukeshni,
Yes, sir.
if you have to work, if work is compulsory,
Yes.
try to first of all find a work which can be aligned to your spiritual path. And when you work, imbibe your spiritual values in your work. For example, see sip in all, love sip in all, serve sip in all. Because understand, the Bible says, beautiful line, what would it gain a man if he gained the whole world but lost his own soul? The problem is it's very difficult. Today, I'm listening to so many videos of this Rama Prana Pratishta happening on Monday, 22nd January. I'm not commenting on it right now until you all ask me questions. But it's very confusing. People, big swamis and big saints are giving big lectures on this whole thing. But I believe somebody in one lecture I heard the Adi Shankaracharyas are not participating in this. So I want you all to make your own understanding. And somebody said very beautifully in a video, even Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, I am in the heart of each of you. I dwell in, and he also says, but those who are ignorant, they don't see that, they don't realize that I'm in the heart of each of you. So Sukeshni, my answer to you, work only as much as you need to work. Suppose you are busy. Have I not told you the story, my guru? I think I'm telling you all on Friday the story of the engineer. Have I told you the engineer story who made the bridge between two islands? I've told you all this many times. The engineer, the king was supposed to reward him. The wise man told, give him 100 whips. Whip him 100 times because he's wasting his life in unnecessary matters. So occasionally, as much as possible, try to concentrate on the main subject on the most important.
Job is
And if
very
you,
important presently, sir.
huh?
The job is very important for me presently.
I am not, please don't feel I am telling you not to do the job.
No, no,
Please
no.
do your job. If the job is important, don't take me wrong. Please do your job as much as you need to do your job. But in your job, be in consciousness, be in awareness, see sip all the time. Don't lose your yoga while you're working. Can you do what I'm asking you to do? Is there a problem?
No, no, not at all, sir. I'm
Please
doing
do
it.
it the way I'm telling. I am not going to give you wrong advice for no reason. I have no ulterior motive. I have no personal reason to manipulate any of you for my personal needs. No, I will
I'm
not do it.
it already. I'm practicing means how much ever I can, I'm doing that. Another question I had, doing social service. There is some part of my day also goes in that. So, in what does that come?
If you can see, if you can do social service as karma yoga, then it is good. Don't think I Sukeshini is doing social service. If you can see God in the people you are serving, very good. It becomes karma yoga. See, all day long, be in dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, prema yoga. Even if you're working, you can be in yoga all the time. Nothing stops you from being in yoga. Maybe you will not be so excellent in your work. Maybe you will not become the best employee of your company, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be liberated. The goal is to become the best person in God's eyes, in Sip's eyes. The goal is to become one with Sip. Rajendra, Mandeep, Komal, Sophia, Bala, Swarupa. Yes, Rajendra.
सर क्वेश्चन तो नहीं है बट कल आपने बोला दैट थ्योरी इज एनफ नाउ वी हैव टू डू प्रैक्टिकल उस पे मैं आई वांट टू टेल यू अबाउट माय व्हाट बिकॉज़ यू आर ए गुरु एंड आई हैव सरेंडर्ड टू यू सो आई शुड इट्स माय ड्यूटी दैट आई शुड टेल यू व्हाट आई एम डूइंग तो ऐसा है कि पहले आई हैड लॉट ऑफ वर्क रिटायर हुआ था मैं जॉब से बट आई हैड लॉट ऑफ वर्क टू मीट द पीपल टू गो देयर बट सिंस लास्ट ईयर आई फील आई हैव नो वर्क practically दुनियाई काम except eating, bathing, and importantly, sometimes going to market sometimes because I have person with me at my home, and I have maximum time मैंने last year जब तक यहाँ आया without my spouse even I passed that.
So what do you
ऐसा
do?
हाँ that is I have a lot of time. That is why I'm तो first up late I would not 8 मतलब जैसे आप बोलते हो सोना आपको अच्छा लगता है मुझे भी सोना बहुत अच्छा लगता है आई वांट स्लीप मैक्सिमम टाइम बट इसलिए 8 बजे से पहले कभी उठा नहीं लेकिन जब से मैं यहाँ आया यूएस में यहाँ टाइमिंग चेंज हो गई इसकी कॉल की सो फर्स्ट 2-3 डेज मैंने अलार्म लगाया 4 बजे 5 बजे उठने का तो लेकिन आई डोंट नीड नो अलार्म आल्सो आई जस्ट गेट अप आई डोंट नीड नो अलार्म ऐसा हो रहा है व्हाट आई डू नाउ सपोज आई डू this pranayam yoga what I would do before that also तो 1 घंटा 1.5 घंटा मैं योगा कर वो प्राणायाम शनायाम करता हूँ उसके बाद काल पे बैठता हूँ उसके बाद मैं मेडिटेट कर because this I carry this awareness in my mind because यहाँ पर मैं now this call is also a sort of meditation for me because I get in this state of meditative by listening to you मुझे वो हो
But
जाता
what
है
are you all that okay what are you doing the whole day how are you using your time
हाँ yes whole day I use because मुझे skip नहीं होता है I don't skip this because this जो भी मुझे यहाँ
okay.
से
That's yesterday I told a very important subject. Did I tell yesterday? Wasting time is the biggest crime. कभी बोला मैंने?
हाँ yes. Then I do I study मैं किताब पढ़ता हूँ या meditation करता हूँ after every 1 hour I again sit after every 1 hour I again sit but ये जो thought है इसका ये मतलब thought what I am doing जो मुझे ये environment मिला है ये it doesn't go from my mind even last week we were in
but I think that you need to use your time a little bit more effectively.
Yes
what I cannot tell you now what I cannot tell you need to ask Sip hey Prabhu मेरा ये हाथ तेरे हैं प्रभु Please use my hands. Please, you're a capable person. You cannot say पूरा दिन मैं सिर्फ शांत में बैठता हूँ, contemplate करता हूँ, सोता हूँ, प्राणायाम करता हूँ. No, that's not enough. So
yes.
You should not. I don't encourage you to work for wages if you don't need wages. If
Yes,
you have
yes.
to, suppose somebody says, "Mujhe paisa chahiye, salary chahiye," you have to work. You don't have a choice. You must work. Sukeshni says, "My job is important. Please work." But otherwise, you have to dedicate your life to sit, and
Something
you
is
have
to
to
be
ask.
done in the name of SIP.
Yeah, you have to
Something
talk
is
to.
to be done in the name of SIP. Yes,
You
yes.
have to sit
ऐसा
quietly and talk.
ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे लास्ट वीक वी वर इन लास वेगस. बच्चों में बड़ा शौक था कि हमने इसको देखा लास वेगस से, बट उनको लगा कि दैट समथिंग हैज हैपेंड टू आवर फादर, दैट ही इज नॉट, ही इज लाफिंग जस्ट. क्या है ये, क्या होता है, क्या मतलब, आई वाज जस्ट, वो बोलते ना
मैं तो
इट
लास वेगस 20 बार गया हूँ.
इज माइंड में था मैं कि कुछ होता.
लास वेगस is the most bhoga place in the world.
बोगा
Las
प्लेस, यस
Vegas,
यस.
I have been to Las Vegas 20 times. But after becoming AiR, I have not even been one time. Because it is so easy to lose your yoga in Las Vegas. Effortlessly. Effortlessly you can lose your...
नहीं, वहां देर आई कुड नॉट स्लीप फॉर अ मोमेंट बिकॉज आई वाज जस्ट 2-2:30 बजे आते थे घूम के रात के, तो मेरी कॉल मिस हो जाएगी, सो आई हैव नॉट मिस्ड देयर कॉल.
मैं मानता हूं. नहीं, what I'm telling, when you're with a family, you're going with them, it's fine. But you need to apply your time and your energy now to some work. You can talk to me separately, or you need to make an option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because doing nothing is not a good thing. I don't believe कि ऐसा ही शांत में बैठ जाना as a solution, उससे मुक्ति नहीं मिलेगी. You need to do a combination. You need karma yoga. You need to do something effective.
I used to go outside. दिन में एक बार कभी घर से बाहर गए, मंदिर में गए, वहां किसी को खिलाया, खाना खिलाया, ऐसे. It was that 1 या 2 बार, हफ्ते में 2-3 बार, बट अभी तो कुछ नहीं है. Just because I have stopped the job.
So it's time for you to think कि मैं SIP का क्या काम कर सकता हूँ. Please think about it and we will discuss separately.
Okay,
thank you. Mandeep.
Pranam Guruji.
Mandeep. Yes,
yeah.
Pranam.
So, Pranam Guruji. So, a couple of days back, I asked you one question regarding Swami Vivekananda, right? That he said that you will come closer to God.
Football.
Yeah.
Football.
So you said you'll let me know in some days.
Did you find out? Did you read?
No, I couldn't. I just read one.
So this is what happened. This is what happened. After you told me, I started typing on the Google Vivekananda football. Once I typed, I did not get any search. Then I told myself I'm wasting my time, precious time. So I stopped.
Okay.
So if you want, you bring out the story and to me, and I will try to understand it.
I got one
Vivekananda,
that
Vivekananda might have done 100 things which are not relevant to me. So I am not going to worry about everything Vivekananda did or said. But if you have a point, if you want to bring about a spiritual query, we will answer it. I tried to find, but I could not find the answer, that in easy search.
So Guruji, one of the explanation I read on Quora was that he again made a statement that strength is life, weakness is death. And anything that strengthens you, for example, initially because you associate yourself with the body. So if anything is making you strong from your body, then you get closer to
Mandeep,
enlightenment.
Mandeep, can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
There are so many direct gyan which we can use. Why get caught in something which is unclear? There is enough clarity available. Correct. Then why do we want? Why are you trying to put your hand in a matter?
Guruji, pragmatically speaking, if we are unhealthy, if we are not healthy, right? So how can we, even think of getting enlightened? And if we are having constant thoughts that I'm not able to do this,
see, your body must be in decent health. You don't need to be a gymmer, and you don't need to be fit like these Bollywood stars. Whole day then at the age of 45, 50, you're finding some of them are dying because of doing too much gymming. We need to eat healthy food, keep our body going. Also, must tell you one thing. Many healthy people at a young age die, and there's no explanation for it. So don't have this feeling. Then if your health is, if you keep your body very healthy, then after 80 and 90, you should not die, no? Then you should live 120, 140, 160, no?
Correct. Okay, thank you.
I hope you're getting my point. Body has got its own time to live and die. Don't get too worried about it. And thank you, Mandeep. Before Komal, there's a question from Simran Raj. on Instagram. Sir, I'm not able to see good in anything. Why is it happening to me? I feel afraid most of the time for different things. I have social anxiety too. What do I do to remain calm and happy? Still the mind. Simran Raj in Instagram, still the mind. Because as long as you are in the state of the mind will create fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, guilt, depression. You want it? Then you can. All are created by one monster, the monkey mind. Tame the monkey mind, cut the tail, ever yelling, ever yearning, become a monk. So Simran Raj, you are not able to see good because the mind is putting a filter in front of your eyes, and your mind is making you blind. Sometimes you can't see because of the eyes, you are blind. The mind is giving you visual sight, but it's blocking your wisdom, right? And if you're having anxiety, what is anxiety? Anxiety is a combination of fear, worry, and stress. Stress means what? Sad thoughts, toxic thoughts, repetitive thoughts, exhausting thoughts, sadistic thoughts, suffocating thoughts. Stress. Please get out of the state of mind and get into a state of consciousness. Komal. We have Komal, Sophia, Bala, and Swarupa. 4 questions to go today. Komal.
Yes, namaste everybody, Shivoham.
Yes.
It is in continuation with what we did yesterday about important, most important, and not important. What I thought more about it is important and most important, not important, depend upon the age group also. In certain age group, something is more important or something is most important, and in others, something is more important. That is why maybe that brahmacharya, that studies are important when you are a student, when you are a grasta, looking after the family is more important. And then when you come to a certain age, then the
Komal.
most important things become different.
Komal, when you're
I
a
was
small
just
child,
getting a little confused. At what
no, don't.
age should be the
No.
most important?
We
and
just
what
now
not?
answered this question in the call. Just now, Meenakshi asked the question. When you are a 1-year-old and 2-year-old and 3-year-old and 4-year-old and 5-year-old and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, you have not yet developed your ability to discriminate. When the moment you develop an ability to discriminate, then age is no more a factor. Age is no, the moment you have got the ability to discriminate right, wrong, black, white, wrong, right, spirituality, then that's why we have started writing books, Spirituality for Children. My novel is for college students. There is no age required for this subject. The most important matter remains nirvana, moksha, salvation, enlightenment, realization for anybody who is a teenager.
Yeah, actually,
Anybody
the
who's
education system is wrong. It was like when it was a Gurukula system and all, it brahmacharya, everything was taught that time. Now nobody is teaching them all that.
What can we do? So what can, if I told people like Rajendra, if you're free, let him campaign for changing the education system. People who are free must work towards some cause, for the right cause. At least one thing, there is a big movement now, at least from rotten education to not rotten education. For example, they are talking of Sanatan Dharma. Although people don't know Sanatan Dharma. Just today I was watching one video. They are saying that in America, they are trying to ban Sanatan Dharma through a law. I don't know if it's true or false. At Sanatan Dharma, they are going to make Sanatan Dharma illegal. I don't know what they mean. But what we need to do is we need to worry about ourselves, Komal. We cannot, I know one thing, I cannot change the world. For me, even more important than changing you all is changing myself. My first job, let me tell all of you, is not to change you. My first job is to change myself. Every day before I come to this call, the whole day I spend in improving myself. I spend as a yogi. I spend in SIP, consciousness. Then only end of the day, this is my last schedule of the day. After Zoom, I do Jnana Yoga. I go into introspection. So I'm telling Komal, don't worry about education system. In your lifetime, in my lifetime, we can't change the education system. If it's your karma yoga, if you can raise your voice, if you can appeal to the education minister or the education department, they are changing the education curriculum. Very good. But I think that we have to focus on our life first. Last
One
three
more thing,
questions.
sir.
Thank you, Komal.
Can I speak for one more thing?
Yes.
Like I am in going in line with Krishna, what she spoke, like in job also, you can be in karma yoga and do it properly, and leaving the job, being in job or not being in the job is not the question, I think. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, if you can do in that alignment, so that becomes the most important.
No,
It's
I
not the
don't doubt
work
it.
you are doing, it's the state of mind, it needs to be
No,
like that.
I don't doubt that if you are in work also you can. But Rajendra told you he was in Las Vegas. You go to Las Vegas and try and show me how you can be in yoga. Let me challenge you. Go 3 days to Las Vegas and show me.
I can't
So
say that because not
no, I
making
am telling you that I have been there 20 times. I am telling you that I am a master of all these things. That's why I know I can
This
understand
place
faster.
makes a difference. When
Of
I'm in
course it
Noida
makes.
and when I'm in Rishikesh, there is a difference
Of
that I
course, it
can
makes
see.
a difference. Your working place makes a difference. Your company makes a difference. What you read, what you listen, what you wear, what you eat,
Yes.
everything makes a difference.
Yes, your
Okay.
surroundings make a difference.
Sophia, thank you. Sophia, Bala, Sarupa, quick. See, the problem is this. Every time when we start the call, there are no questions. And every time when we end the call, I want to end the call at 8:40. I can't end the call. But it goes on because everybody wants to come in the end. I don't know why we can't do the same thing reverse. Why can't we have more questions when we start? Okay, so Sophia, Bala.
Yeah. I bow down to AiR and all say, thank you, sir. I'm coming after so many days, but I listen every day. And yesterday was amazing class. Of course, each day is excellent. But I wanted to say that I travel a lot. I also do many other things daily. Like I stay in the moment. I stay happy. I do many duties also, all my duties. But I'm committed to say I'm in consciousness. I know no mind state, happy state. Say always yes and come back to consciousness whenever something happens. I come back. I say I'm God. I'm being a divine light of and power, and I'm happy mode. So, is it okay, sir? What I'm doing?
Sophia, what you are saying is okay. What you are doing, I don't know.
Yeah,
Because what you're saying sounds very fine.
yeah.
But
But
what
from many years, I'm into consciousness state, and I still follow you every day. So I am happy mode. I means no mind state, happy mode, consciousness. I do my duty,
listen
but
to me,
still.
listen to me carefully, Sophia, and everybody on this call. Both your ears open. Both your ears open. You can be doing all the good things that you are talking about. But when the whistle blows,
That
if you have
time is
not been
important. Yes.
if you have not been enlightened and liberated,
Yes.
you will come back.
Sure, sure. So my most important thing is moksha. Though I am doing my
If you're
duties, everything, but still my most important thing
you are saying yesterday's session was the most important session.
yes,
Do you know what is the most
every
important
day.
thing I told yesterday? You know what is the most important thing I told yesterday?
Yes.
What is the most important thing I told yesterday?
That don't waste your time. I mean, in energy on wrong things.
I said two things. I said wasting time is the biggest crime.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I said yesterday's session is not a session of theory.
Yes, it is for practical.
Practically focus on that.
On
If
that.
you many of you say mujhe moksha chahiye, mukti chahiye. You know what's tomorrow's
No,
subject?
sir. No,
Tomorrow's
practical
subject.
I'm talking. Sir, I'm talking practical. Okay.
Be focused on it practically.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Last, Bala. Bala.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, I'm in the jet lag, Guruji, but
Very
still
good.
just now woke up and just what we say, I'm on the call, sir.
Very good.
Uh,
Please
I
continue on the call. कल का सेशन बहुत important है आपके लिए. What is important, not important, most important. Please Facebook में देखो कल का call.
okay, Guruji, I just wanted to ask. Initially, my 30 years went in the hard working for the everything for my daughter, for my finance and everything. But I don't want to do any karma yoga at this moment because because I didn't get the time to think for myself. I didn't get the time to be get free from the thoughts from what we say doing because my body also doesn't what we say except doing things. I just wanted to stay in peace. I just wanted to stay with myself, be in the silence because इतना पास्ट में हो चुका है ना गुरुजी, अब मुझे कुछ भी करने का मन नहीं होता है गुरुजी.
बस सही है, वही वही करो. वो जो बोल रहे हैं वही करो.
बट
लेकिन आप
गुरुजी
नहीं
यू आर
कर
सेइंग
पाते हैं. वो आप जो बोल रहे हैं आप नहीं कर पाते. बहुत लोग हैं वो जो बोलते हैं वो नहीं कर पाते हैं.
नहीं नहीं कर्म योगा गुरुजी.
नहीं नहीं, यू डू इट. यू नो इनफ व्हाट यू हैव लर्नड इनफ. अभी इंप्लीमेंट करो. अभी जेट लैग हो गया, अभी सो जाओ, कल वापस आ जाओ सेकंड कॉल के लिए. ओके
नहीं गुरुजी, आई जस्ट वांटेड टू आस्क. You said now that karam yoga is a must, but I don't want to do from my heart only, Guruji. I just
who
wanted to
told
stay.
you who told you karam yoga is a must? Karam
Just now
yoga
you
is
said
not
no,
a,
Guruji.
no, karam yoga is not a must. Karam yoga is if you are not having enough time for dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, prema yoga. If you have got some time, you cannot do nothing. What I
Yeah.
said, if you full day, you cannot sit down and say, full day I'm in dhyana, full day I'm in jnana. Then you should leave everything and you should go to the mountain and sit under the tree. You should become sannyasi. If you are living in samsara, you have to do karma yoga. The only person who is free from karma yoga is you renounce the world, you become a vairagi, you go up in the Himalayas, in the mountains and sit down there. Then you get license for doing nothing.
But Guruji,
Otherwise, you
whatever
have.
I am doing back of the mind, I am in my what we say. Uh, I find peace, Guruji, staying alone. I don't want anybody
Okay,
around
but
me.
today time is over. Today we cannot do anything more. So rest is tomorrow. For now, I fold my hands and we will see you tomorrow at 8. Thank you.